Hello.
Look who's here.
Hello. It means that tell the people what happened with her for me to be here today.
It means that she finished one more series and she's in that hiatus
To the next one.
a few days until the next one starts, so she has time to be here with me. Isn't that nice? And who wins? Is you, student of Love School. Let's try to help students here today and speak a little about what is happening this Thursday, a great and special seminar. Let's go then.
A partir de agora, a Escola do Amor responde. Apresentação: Renato e Cristiane Cardoso.
Hello students, welcome to Love School Answers, confronting myths and misinformation in relationships.
Where couples and single learn the intelligent love.
You recognize this voice, the voice of the teacher, who is here today, Cristiane Cardoso, to help our students to speak about what is going to happen this Thursday.
I had to be here because of this topic as well. This topic is so important.
Yes, this Thursday we'll speak about the challenges of strong women. The challenges of strong women. Cristiane is a strong woman. Cristiane. And by the way, this is why we had problems.
I am strong, but not that strong.
If you were not strong, we haven't had problems. Because there were two strong ones hitting each other.
What I can imagine is that when a person has a strong personality and she does not accept, she resists a lot her strength that she puts in, we think that's going to solve the problem, but the reality is an ego. But the strong woman, she has a lot of difficulties because we have this society nowadays that promotes this woman. The society is promoting the woman to be strong, to be above, to be not under anyone, should not be left behind. She has to be forward. She has to compete. Everything has to be equal. So it's not that we are telling you that you cannot have everything that you need to be in front. No, not at all. But the reality is that she's not being able to do this and also to have a love life.
Yes, when we look at the matter of a strong woman, we need to go back in time. Traditionally, men were always ahead. The hunter, provider, he will go ahead and the woman will be behind, at home, taking care of the children. Men were symbols of strength. However, man was not wise. He abused this strength. And many women, for many centuries, who felt used, abused, discarded, and unfairly treated. So a movement came about. We can say that in the last 60 years, women came forward in the world. And women reached their space and at times even took over men's space. We worked with many people, and many women are better than men in many areas. In the professional field, women are independent, strong, they gather a complete quality. Women tend to be complete in many areas. However, the price that they have been paying, that many strong and independent women have been paying, is love, their love life. That is a failure. As we said, in our case, a strong man, a strong woman, we had conflict for many years. We didn't manage to become one. And this almost killed our marriage and is what ends many people's marriages. Especially men, with the ascension of women, are feeling how? Dislocated. Man has no problem with the woman being strong, but with their place in the relationship.
She doesn't know as well how to deal with this dynamic because at the same time that she wants to be in a relationship, she wants to have a family, she wants to have a husband. You know that the word husband, it means a carer, the one that takes care. So she wants to have this person that will protect her. She wants that, but at the same time, she can't allow this to happen. And many times she expects more of this provider, but once he sees that she knows how to take care of herself, she doesn't need him, and he doesn't need to provide the money to the house anymore. He doesn't need to take care of her anymore because she does everything on her own. And he doesn't take an initiative, so she becomes frustrated because she wants him to do, but she does everything. So it's really hard for him and for her. So we are leading a hard dynamic because this was not a problem before. For example, at my grandma's time, was not a problem because she knew her role in the house, and my grandpa knew his role in his marriage as well. But like, he was not a man, like you mentioned, that was an abuser. No, not at all. He was a great husband to my grandmother. But there were this type of couples as well. But for many, it didn't work that well. And to contribute, Renato, what I can imagine is that society is very ambitious nowadays. So the woman didn't want to be in the house anymore, taking care of the children. She wanted to conquer her money. She wanted as well to buy and to have her things, to invest in herself. So it's not only because of men that was mistreating her, but women became more ambitious. She wanted to have more money to do her own things. So she went to work. And when it is the time to stay at home, but I want to work as well. I want to have my own money. I also want to have my life out there. No, woman, you have to be in the house. No, but why do I have to stay at home and not you? So this type of conversations are harder and harder.
And this has been causing loneliness in many women's life. We're not saying that independency is bad. On the contrary, it saved you. You learned to depend on nobody. You solved the problems, you decided everything without consulting anyone. This is good, it saved you. Most probably in a situation that you grew up in a house with no conditions, and it's what saved you. And it saves you until today. Perhaps it has also taught you something dangerous. What is the danger? The message is, I need nobody. Husbands in the life of this strong woman, if he's too strong, he'll have great conflicts with her. Both will have no peace because both will clash. They will fight each other. Or, to have peace, he will draw back. And then he'll become an absent husband. He'll turn his attention to the other side because he thinks, I cannot confront my woman. She doesn't accept my opinion, my leadership, my position. You know what? I'll let her do whatever she wants, and I'll turn my focus to what I want. And it's when men focus on video game, football, work, and live his life solo. And what happens to her? She feels for her husband.
And not only that, Renato, she is not only dependent, financially speaking, but she becomes dependent on him emotionally speaking. She does not want that. She thinks that this is horrible. She worked so hard to not depend on him. However, when he is away from her, when there is a separation, so for many times she feels really needy. So she tolerates a lot of things. So she starts to subject herself to things that she wouldn't do before, but because she does not want to lose the relationship, she gives in to many things. So this becomes really hard. So how are we going to make this work? You are strong, your husband is strong, and then you crash. And then you are away from each other, and then you become weak. So we have those type of meme, and no, I don't want anymore. You follow your path, and I'll follow mine. But there are others that are always getting into relationships, and women know that is not that easy. It's not that easy for women, for her to be changing relationships.
She tolerates the children.
And she gives in too much of herself. She works a lot. She invests a lot in relationships. So it's not that easy. She's not disposable. So for her, it's like she becomes needy and adjusting herself to this distance between them both.
So the question is, how can a strong woman deal with it? How can the husband of a strong woman position himself not to compete with her and to know how to deal with her? How can both coexist in peace and to be a true couple? Both are good, but how can both be better? So this is the topic that we are going to talk this Thursday in the seminar, The Challenges of Strong Women.
What a theme, huh?
Yes, this Thursday, 8 p.m. at the Temple of Solomon. Will be only once. Most probably we won't repeat this topic, so if you want, it's worth it. Wherever you're coming from, come. 8 p.m. on the dot we start. 8 p.m. and it will be open for everyone. For more details, you will learn now. And we'll come back to answer questions from our students.
I don't smile like I used to do. Love left me with a darker view. I built these walls to keep me safe, but now I'm tired of all this space. You reach for me with steady hands. I almost pulled away again, but something in your eyes feels warm, like shelter in a quiet storm. So teach me how to love again. Hold me slow, don't rush the end. I forgot what it means to trust, but I wanna feel, even if it hurts too much. If you're real, if you're true, then teach me how to love again. I've memorized how to survive. I push away when it feels right, but you don't run when I pull back. You stay, and I don't know how to act. You don't promise what you can't give. Just show me what it means to live. One small step, one word at a time. You're healing parts I thought weren't mine. So teach me how to love again. Hold me close like more than a friend. I've been broken, I've been numb, but you feel like the reason I've overcome. If this love was meant to begin, then teach me how to love again. If I flinch, if I fear, just say, if I fall, will you feel?
The seminar, The Challenges of Strong Women, this Thursday, 8 p.m. at the Temple of Solomon. Let's try to help this student who wrote to us. And she's very frustrated in her marriage.
My name is, I am 22 years old. I am married with my first boyfriend. We have been together for 7 years. So she's 22. They have been together for 7 years. So since she is 15, they are together. And for 4 years, we are married and we have a 3-year-old daughter. I am really tired, emotionally speaking, after many trials. My husband is 26 years old, and whenever he comes home, he eats and goes to the bedroom to play on his phone. He does not talk to me. He doesn't show interest on talking with me, especially about our daughter. And with her, he only switches on the TV or give the phone to her. Our sexual life is basically non-existent. We have already spent 3 months with no intimacy, and for him it's normal. I take care of myself if I have to change on something, but he always say that he's not on the mood. And we also face difficulties financially speaking. He made me to have a bad score, and I managed to overcome this. I found out that he got a loan in my name without my consent. When I confronted him, he got upset and spent days without speaking to me. He said that he's going to change, he improves for a week, and then later everything goes back to how it used to be before.
Here is a classic case of a woman who expects the basic, and not even the basic she's receiving. They're quite young, but to be young is not an excuse. Because today, with so much information and access to it, you can find instruction. You may say, oh, I didn't know, nobody taught me, I didn't have a reference. Okay, but you have instruction today. You can receive a guidance, a good one, and to have good references.
And it's good that you mentioned this, Renato, because while I was reading, I think about those people that say, you see, that's why I don't want to get married early, because he is her first boyfriend. So this has nothing to do, because this person here didn't try to find how to overcome this problem, because they are together for 7 years. 7 years they were dating.
Yes, she got married.
So 3 years she didn't know that he was not like this, that he has this personality. She didn't see this as a problem before. This is a problem with the youths. They don't want to learn how to have the intelligent love. So you who are learning the intelligent love, you are reading the Bulletproof Dating book, you who are investing in your love life, this won't happen to you, because you're going to see from far a type of person like this.
It's a flawed model that he follows. And unfortunately, many are following this flawed model. If you do what the husband of this woman is doing, you are failing. Maybe you have never reached the level of a true man. Because you are married, you have a child, you have a wife, and you arrive in the house and you are on your phone until you sleep. You're not a father to your daughter. You're not a husband to your wife, to the point of spending 6 months without having any sexual interaction with her. You use her phone to do business that's not good. This is not a husband. What the student doesn't say is that she's talking about the symptoms. We don't know the cause. What we can tell this student, you who wrote us, is that there is a cause for him to be behaving like this. It might be because he just don't know, he has no idea. What is the age of the daughter?
3. Yes, 3 years. They are married for 4 years.
You became parents quite young. Okay. He might not have any idea of what he's doing or what is expected from him. And it's quite usual at this age, at the age of 26, feeling frustrated and tired because he thinks, my friends are enjoying life, playing, going out for football, nightclubs, and I have a wife and a daughter, and this wife is only complaining about me. Frustration might be taken over, and you are burdening him. He's feeling like a failure because if he's applying for a loan, he may be feeling like a failure, and he's trying to find escapes on his phone. Maybe he's doing even other things that she doesn't know. What must happen here, Christiane, is that she must look for help for him. As he's not looking for it, she must look help for him. And usually this will come from an older man. It can be his father if he has one, an uncle, a grandfather, her father, the pastor of the church. But he must be called for responsibility. And she must bring this problem to someone who he respects. Because if she spoke to him and he doesn't change, so she needs to look for help.
Yes. And also, Renato, she needs to ask the help from God, because indeed this problem that she's going through, the person becomes impotent. She doesn't know what to do. What will she do? She's doing her part. According to her, she tries to speak to him. She's trying to do her own thing. She's getting with a lot of things, but you reach a point that you need to ask the strength from God, because there is nothing else that you can do. So I suggest you that for you to come and attend the love therapy seminars. And when we tell you to come, we are telling to you to seek the strength from God. Those who have problems that are not being solved through conversations, this is a problem that only God can solve. You need a miracle. You need a miracle. You need God to open the mind of your husband for him to be able to see himself, because he's not being able to do this on his own.
And he needs to open up to someone that he trusts, not someone to attack him or criticize him, not someone to unite with you and to make him feel even worse. No, someone with maturity, and again, who he respects, to sit down with him and tell him, listen, what is happening? Tell me. Open your heart. What is happening? And let him speak. Will be man to man, so that he may open his heart and receive a guidance. Again, you don't say the causes, maybe you don't know them, but they exist, deep ones, for him to be behaving like this. You only seeing the symptoms. You need to find the root so that you may find the cure. And by the way, this is what we are talking in the seminars. We invite you to be here with us at the Temple Solomon. You from São Paulo can be here with us this Thursday, and you will learn how a strong woman can overcome this, deal with this in a successful way, okay? That's all, students. We come back tomorrow at the same time, the same place, with more Love School answers. See you then.
Bye-bye.
If you know a strong woman who who needs to know about this topic, or a man who needs to listen to what was said here, share with them. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.